Hey there, it's Anne-Marie Scottson with Your Next Home with Red and Hal New Jersey Homes. I wanted to reach out today about how to find the right realtor. So, gee, why would I do that? Well, I think it's important because I may not always win the listing, and you need to know how to interview and what to look for to hire the right agent. So the first thing I always say is it's kind of like dating. Uh, why I say that is because you need to be comfortable with the person that you're looking to hire to sell the most important asset you have. Why would you want to hire somebody that you're not comfortable with? That you're like, there's something. You want to like vet them out, and the best way to do that is check them out on social media. Look at their references. Look at just their what they do and how they do and so on. That's why I'm always careful with what's posted on social media. Um, Listen, we all have our opinions, we all have our things, but we're running businesses, and we want to make sure that we're communicating in a way that isn't going to be offensive or cause somebody to pause about, well, who is that person? Like, I don't like this person. I don't like what they believe in, whatever. Um, you want to be able to have comfort level with that person beyond just the conversation. You want to really get to know them at a pretty deep level. So the first thing is interview agents. I encourage it. Even when I'm meeting with somebody, it's like, listen, you may choose to work with me in the end, but I still encourage you to talk to a couple other people, just because I'm not the I'm not the queen of Howell. I'm not the best. I may not be the right fit for you, but I do give a crap, and I will work super hard for you, and that's the end of it. Um, but it's important to interview. The second part is, just making sure that, they understand your home, that they're listening to you. There's one thing about hearing, is another thing about listening. That's why God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth, to listen more than we talk. So if they're not getting what you're trying to do, then I don't know, I'll just leave it there. The other thing that's important, and I do this, so if I do it and you get upset or you're like, why the heck is she doing this? Understand why, and I'm going to tell you. So I may ask you point blank, okay, what is it that you need this home to do for you? What is your current situation from a financial standpoint, from a moving standpoint? What do you need? What's your situation? I'm asking that question because, believe it or not, and I've learned this over the 7 years I've been selling, most sellers, homeowners, and even buyers for that matter, don't think about their finances. Don't think about, oh my gosh, yeah, I have to think about the fact that I have a mortgage, or that I need, X amount to close on my next house, or whatever the scenario is. Or maybe it's an estate situation where you're paying off for your family's home care or nursing care, whatever. Those are things that are super important for a realtor to know. And we need to adjust how we are helping you based on those variables. It's not just about putting a sign in the ground and woohoo, we're doing an open house or whatever. We have to meet the end need for you. I have to meet that end need. So if I'm not doing that job and I'm not understanding you correctly, A, I want you to tell me, and B, I may not be the right fit because perhaps you need somebody with a different personality. But one of the things that I think I bring to the table is I'm very empathetic, and I'm very, caring, because I've been there too. I've been in a few of these scenarios. So I get it. So that's another thing to keep in mind. The other part is, what are they going to do for you? What's the action plan? So they need to put together a really good action plan that's going to make you comfortable, not just the usual stuff that we go down the list. What are the additional things they're going to do? Why are they doing it? What's the intent? Is it something that you're open to? Like, not a lot of people like to do open houses, not a lot of homeowners. That's okay. We don't have to use open houses. I happen to be a big proponent of open houses. I love them, not because of extra leads. That has nothing to do with it. Here's the real reason why: because you have buyers who don't necessarily want to work with an agent, or maybe haven't picked an agent yet, and they want to just go see these homes, and they can't go during the week. They can only go on a Sunday or a Saturday during an open house time because of their work schedules or family schedules, whatever it is. I run into that more than you could imagine. So understand that's why open houses, to me, are really important. You need to be able to give as much exposure to your house as possible, but not everybody wants to do it, and that's totally okay. So that's some of the things to think about when you're interviewing a realtor to list your home or to help you purchase. If you have any questions at all, my information is below. Have a fantastic day. We'll talk soon.